Greetings, guys. My name is Andy Anderson, and welcome to the third installment of In the Kitchen with Andy in front of an almost live audience. Thank you, thank you. In this episode, what we're going to do is talk about a very classic, very easy to do French dish called Pommes, Anna's potatoes. Now, there is controversy on exactly who the Anna was they're named after, but we don't care about that. When you get into French cooking, one of the things you'll find are extremely complicated recipes. It's going to take me 4 days to make this, and I'm not exaggerating, or things that are very easy. This falls into an easy category. There are only 4 ingredients. We have potatoes, right here. Now we're using golden potatoes. They're a waxy variety. Salt, pepper, freshly ground, please, and clarified, and I mean clarified butter. That's all you need for this recipe. Now let's start by peeling our potatoes. What do you say? Let me go ahead and move this out of the way for a minute. And just start peeling. And there you go. Let's go ahead and get rid of these for now. Let's talk about what exactly we're going to do here. A traditional Pommes Anna is done in a dish, or actually a pan, that's designed exactly for this dish. We're not going to do it that way. The pan costs $600, okay? Let's do individual with ramekins, these, okay? Ramekins, and we're going to use these to put it in. Now, these are about 4.5 inches wide by 2 inches tall. And I've got over here about 9 ounces of peeled potatoes. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to slice them. Now, we're going to slice them to about 1/16 of an inch. Now, in a traditional recipe, you take the potatoes after you peel them and you kind of cut them into a perfect cylinder from end to end, so all your slices look exactly the same. We're going to cheat a little bit. We're going to use the really good slices on the top for presentation, and we'll put all the other ones kind of in the middle somewhere so you don't see them. Let's get started by doing this. I'm going to pick up over here a mandolin. Now, you can buy mandolins that cost hundreds of dollars. This one cost about $20. It's not designed to be used forever, but I find that I use this one actually more than I do my $250 one. And let's go ahead and adjust it. It's got 2 wheels right over here. Now I'm adjusting the depth of the cut. I want something about 1/16 of an inch. That's all I want. So let me move this over here for a second, get this out of the way. I take the potato and I put it on here and I begin slicing, and you can see the slices are about 1/16 of an inch. Okay, that's about what we want. If you're doing this with a knife, you're going to drive yourself crazy. If you don't have an expensive mandolin, you don't need one. Go to a discount store and basically just pick up one of these. They're very easy to get to. Let me stop right there since I don't have a guard. Let me get that potato. It doesn't want to be sliced. Okay, just like this. Now, if you're not using a guard, you want to get careful as you get down, because you really don't want to, and it will be more than glad to slice off your finger. Okay, here we go. Get this last one. I love these mandolins. They are so quick in getting the job done for you. Okay, I think that's as far as I'm going to go with that one, too. All right. Now, I'm going to pick some of the, let me get it out there, get this out of the way too. I'm going to pick out some of the ones that I really do like here for presentation. And then we have a lot of other ones that are smaller, and that's fine. All right. Now let's move these over. What we're going to do first is take our ramekin. I'm going to put some of this clarified butter just right on the bottom and a little bit around the sides, just like that. Then, and I've got this over here, I cut a piece of parchment paper to fit the bottom. Okay, that's going to help stick it on there, and we're going to put a little bit more on top of that, just like that. Now the fun. I want the bottom and the top to look pretty good, so here's my good ones over here. And this is what you do. Let me see if I can get the stuff out of the way so you can see this. Is I'm just going to start layering them on the inside, overlapping them about 50%. And this first row I'm doing counterclockwise. Just like this. So it looks like that. Okay, I'm going to put one in the middle. Now, brush with some more clarified butter. Let's go ahead and take the tops off these. And a little bit of pepper. And a little bit of salt. Now, just repeat the process over and over and over again. Now, the one different thing I'm doing is this time I'm going clockwise instead of counterclockwise. I'm going to do one more layer of the good stuff here, just to make sure it does look good on both sides, top and bottom. Okay, butter. Every layer gets butter. Every layer gets a little sprinkle of salt and a dash of freshly ground black pepper. And now just keep it up. Now we're going to use these over here. These are the ones that basically are not perfect. Smaller ones, larger ones. But they're going to be in the middle. Now we're at the point, I think, where I want to start making it look nice again. So let's go ahead and use these guys over here. Is this time consuming? Actually, not really. Once you get into making these, not that you're going to do them every day, obviously, but you make one, you kind of get it down, you know, a little sprinkle of this, a little dash of that, and you're kind of rolling right along, to be honest with you. And let's go ahead and go back the other way. This way. Oops. Don't want to get too crazy here. Let's do one more like that. All right. We'll leave that open in the middle for this one. And let's a little bit more of this and a little bit more of that. And one more layer. Just like this. Just like that. Now, I'll tell you what. I've got a cutter over here. I'm going to cut a star. And let's go ahead and see if I can get that out of there. There we go. I'm going to put that right here. Why? I don't know. Because I can. More butter? Oh, yeah. Lots of butter. This thing is loaded with butter. And one more sprinkle. Now, you control the salt and the pepper. It's up to you. But I like that top layer to have a good coating. Now, that's it. Okay? That is the basic Pommes. Now, what we're going to do is cover it. I've got an aluminum over here somewhere. Here we go. Just like this. Cover it tightly. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Rack in the middle. Put it on a baking tray and stick it in there at 350 for 35 minutes. Now, it's going to soften the potatoes, but it's not going to brown them. Then, take the aluminum off and basically put the oven up to 425 and leave them in there for another 30 minutes. Now, I have one I want to show you. Let me go ahead and move this one. And let's go ahead and clean up a little bit of what we have. Just like that. Let me move that over here. Okay. Now this one, as you can see, I've allowed to cool because this was in an oven at 425 degrees. What I'm going to do with it is pick up a plate. Let's go ahead and put it on like this and invert it. Just like that. Now you can serve it like this if you want to. If you want to flip it, that's fine too. Just like this. And it presents an excellent presentation. Now, I don't serve it like this, obviously. I serve it like any other starch, with chicken, with fish, with meat, whatever. It's a great presentation. They're not that difficult to make, and they taste absolutely wonderful. They really do. Pommes. That's about it. This is Andy Anderson saying, keep the faith and keep cooking.